What up, baby? It's your boy Raider Will with the Silver Black Radio Podcast and the most notorious crew. Then I got my boy 401 Raider Jeff in the building today. What's going on, my brother?
Not much. Getting ready. I'm excited, dude. So excited.
Hey, right now, I would be like this if I was Jeff. Let's go! I cannot believe, man, that you're going to get the opportunity to go to the draft, bro, and go to Canton. What a trip of a lifetime, man.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it, Jeff. I'll be like, hey, you are going to go on one in a lifetime trip, going to the draft, seeing your team, first round draft pick, first pick, bro. How do you feel?
Like I said, I'm excited. I've never been to an so this is going to be a weekend of first. So I've never been to Pittsburgh, so this will be my first time going there. I've never been to an NFL draft, so this will be my first time there. And then I've never been to the Hall of Fame, so that's, again, another first. So I'm super excited. This is going to be my first big event where I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming, catching a lot of footage. I'm prepped and ready. I got a whole checklist of stuff. It's already all packed away for the most part, except for a couple little things. So like, as soon as this show's over, this laptop's getting closed, shut down, packed up, and taking the keyboard, the mouse, and the laptop, and that's heading with us, because I want to be able to edit stuff at night, and possibly get on live at night from the hotel too, so I can reach out to everybody and stay in touch as much as I can. So I'm excited. Even though I'm not going to get my wish with the first pick, but still holding out hope.
Hey, man. Miklo said it right here, man. Jeff's going to throw a tantrum once he hears Mendoza's the Raiders' first pick.
Nah, because I'm expecting it. It's not like it's a surprise, So, it is what it is.
Absolutely. Hey, bro. Hey, come on, Bueno, bro. This isn't the McDaniels visor. This is the Chucky visor. Okay? Get it together, bro.
Visors on coaches for us is not a good thing. They never work out.
Hey, you ain't lying, brother. You ain't lying.
It's like a bad juju.
Right? Oh, my gosh, bro. Every single time a coach wears a visor, it's like, all right, man, when is this guy going to get fired? How long is it going to take? But, hey, Jeff, Cheeto brought us some news today. Hey, Kubiak has started off with a bang. Yeah. I'd be like, no shields on the helmet. You got to earn it. You got to say, hey, man, I got to put in that work. I got to get that love. I got to get out there and earn the shield. How does that make you feel, man?
I love it because it's setting the tone right from the very start, because it's all the veterans that showed up. So it's all veterans. And it's not them coming in saying, hey, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the starting this, I'm the starting that. So not only are they earning their shield, but they're earning their right for their position too. So it's going to be a slugfest out there. He's setting that tone that nothing is given. Everything's going to be earned. And I like that, and I like it a lot. I stand behind it 100%. I think it's a great move.
Man, for me, when I saw that, I said, damn, somebody actually has some cojones in the building, bro. We have accountability now. And I know that some people are going to say, oh, this is just a college thing. And they're going to say, oh, this motivational thing is just for weak coaches and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you something, man. Shut the fuck up, because you don't understand coaching and you don't understand how to motivate players. Yeah. This right here is a different set. It's a different tone, man. He's coming out and he's saying, hey, you're not just going to get the shield on your helmet and you're going to represent this team as soon as you get here. You have to earn it. You have to be the guys that go out there and just bust your ass in order to perform to get that shield. So for me, man, even though people are going to say, oh, this is college and this is amateur coaching and this is that, because, right, we already got the people saying that. This is the stupidity behind it, man. I'm like, once you're trying to build a culture, you're trying to build this team up, you have to implement certain things. And that's what he's doing. Now he's saying, hey, man, I have a standard for you to uphold the shield. You just don't get the shield by being the first round draft pick. You don't get the shield because you signed a free agent contract.
Yep.
Jeff, that's a huge change.
I look at it like and I know I've said this a few times too. Remember, everything's new for everybody. Everything is brand spanking new right now. New coaching staff. Spytek's really being the GM that we thought he was going to be last year, but couldn't because of Pete Carroll. So you've got an influx of new players on this roster. I look at it this way: with what he's doing, it's almost like he's coming in and we're an expansion team, where they're all coming in like rookies basically. So he's making them earn that spot, and I'm sure some of the veterans that have been there a while, like Max and Colton Miller, they feel naked without that shield on the helmet. I guarantee they do. And they think that they've probably earned it through the years. I'm sure Max does, with everything that he's gone through in his career with us. But it's letting you know that nobody is, just like someone's already said in the shield, that nobody is above the shield. Nobody. Not a single soul in this team. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much we're paying you. I don't know. Like, if you're the greatest player in Raiders history to be on this team right now, you're starting with no logo on your helmet. Sorry. You know what you're getting? You're getting your last name on the front of your helmet. That's all you get. That's like high school. When you're a freshman and everybody's showing up for the first practice and everybody's got duct tape on the front of the helmet with their last name because the coaches don't even know who the hell you are. And that's how they're looking at this. And I absolutely love it. See how fast some of these guys earn their shields. That's where that's the next step I want to see now. Who gets theirs first, and how does it fall after that? Like, who's the next guy up to get their shield? Who's done enough to earn that shield back on that helmet? You're muted. Your mic's not working.
That's where it gets interesting, right?
Yep.
Like, literally, man, you're saying Max Crosby, every single player that's in that building has not earned it. They don't have a shield. Nobody does. How do you get the shield put on that helmet? What is it that you have to do? What's the standard? And I'd be like, that's what's going to be so interesting this season, Jeff. I mean, like, I know we're getting into, like, going to the draft, and, we're going to take – and just so everybody knows, after the draft, we're going to do our regular Tuesday show, but we're going to take a month-long break for the month of May. We're going to take a little recharge, man. We've been going hard, I think, ever since last July. Yeah. So we're going to make sure to recharge and get everything going back in June. But I'd be like, again, we're saying, man, there's a standard now, Jeff. There's somebody that's going out there and saying, you know what? There has to be some accountability here for you to be a motherfucking Raider. For you to go out there and have people cheering for you. To have that guy, that shield, that emblem, that representation of what it is to be a Raider. So I say, you know what, Kubiak, good on you, man. I enjoy the fact that we finally have a coach that's saying, hey, man, not just anybody can be a Raider. Because we have that saying, right? Once a Raider, always a Raider. And that kind of like also means like you just sign a contract and you can be mediocre and you're a Raider for life and we're going to like idolize you. Now it's like, bro, you might be a Raider, but you got to earn it. Yeah. And that makes a hell of a difference for me, man. What up, Angel? What's cracking, bro? Hey, but Jeff, let's talk a little bit more about Jeff's travel plans, baby. I mean, like, hey, we got the El Jeff Boso moving from, Providence, Rhode Island, all the way to Pittsburgh and down to Canton. What is the party bus on Jeff's vehicle looking like? I'd be like, I need to know the 411. I need to know, first of all, I want to know what is the best road snack for the trip for you and Don when you guys drive down there? What's the best? Don't go Dunkin' Donuts on me. No, that is not a road snack, bro. That is a drink. That is caffeine. That is what you're going to need to get down there.
I already got a large in the fridge because the Dunkins around here won't be open by the time we leave. So there's already a large iced coffee in the fridge for me for 4 o'clock this morning when we leave. So that's there. Because we plan on getting up at 3 o'clock. So, like, I told Will before we started, I'm like, we got to be done at, like, around 11 o'clock because I need to get at least a couple hours of sleep. But, yeah, it'll be we've got a cooler. We're going to have waters in it, my coffee. She's making coffee that she's going to take from here. We got Cliff Bars, but we've got planned stops along the way at, some of the better places, because I went and looked up, like what's a good, clean place for like, bathroom breaks. I don't want to be going to like a McDonald's if I don't have to. If I can find a place I can, get a decent lunch at on our way out there, that's the goal. We're stopping at one scenic stop in Pennsylvania. Now we'll get out, take in the moment, because it's a football trip in a way, but it's also a trip for Dawn and I. To experience. We've never been to anything that we're doing this weekend. We're both doing for the first time. So it's going to be an enjoyable weekend for us together, just to spend time together and to do what we're going to do. So she's excited, but there's already events starting as early as tomorrow night. As soon as we get there, it's 6:00. It's the poker tournament that Baron Raider is going to be at. Which is this one right here.
Nice.
So I'll be there. I know Anthony Predator. I know he's in the chat right now. What's up, brother? Him and Christine, they're coming in tomorrow. They're staying at the same hotel we're at. So we won't have to worry about Ubers, because I've already mapped out all the parking in the area. So we're going to be good there. So we're going to drive into the city each time, because we're staying at a hotel right by the airport. So it's about 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from the city. But I'll be here tomorrow night. They'll be with me. And that's his Venmo. If anybody wants to donate, he's playing for the Decoding Dyslexia for the state of Iowa. That's Baron Raider, otherwise known as Levi Schmidt. He's playing in that tournament. Any donation you give, could be $1, $2, whatever. But for every $100 total he collects, he gets 1,000 chips to play in this poker tournament. If he wins it, 65% of the pot goes to his charity. So there's no money won by the players for them to keep. It's all going as a donation. So I made this flyer for him last week, and looking forward to being there tomorrow night. But there's actually, from this event, there is there's going to be those golf carts, like those like 8-passenger ones. That's going to be taking you from here to here. Nope, not that one. Sorry, my bad. To this one. And they're kind of like across the bridge from each other. So there's going to be carts. So if you're at Mike's and you want to go to the poker tournament, get on one of those carts and it'll bring you over there. It'll take you back and forth. So you won't have to walk, because it's a long walk. And you won't have to drive, so you just be going back and forth on the golf carts. So there's that going on tomorrow night, also at 6:00. This is only 6 to 9. This event here, but this event here, this Mike's Beer Bar, it's a league. Both things are league wide. Like the fans of all 32 teams are welcome. This was the first thing that was already set up prior to. It's put on by the Pittsburgh area groups that are handling all this. So, but the poker tournament was put together by the Philly sports guy.
Man.
The guy dressed one of the super fan for the Phillies. Him and Pittsburgh Troy, I think his name is. The guy dresses up as Troy Polamalu.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll be back and forth between these two events tomorrow at some point. So, but the poker one, if anybody is going to that, you have to walk in there with the intent that you're giving your consent to be recorded, because ESPN is going to be in there, NFL Networks, and NFL Films is going to be in there, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Fox Sports is going to be in there filming too. So it's going to be a big deal. Supposedly they might even broadcast it. So it's going to be a big deal. So anybody that's going, it's going to be a fun weekend for sure. So that's just tomorrow. So, and yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in Pittsburgh. This location had Redbeard Sports Bar and Grill. This starts Thursday night after the draft and prior to the draft. So from 4 to 7, it's a meet and greet there. And then after the draft, everybody can meet up there too. So it's being put on by Yo Raider, the Keith Doherty, who's the president of the Steel Valley chapter in Ohio. He's putting this on. So that's going to be the location for Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night after the draft is over. People can go meet up there. Or if you don't go to the draft and you want to go sit at a bar, you can go here. So either way, it's going to be open all day long. So they got outdoor seating and everything. Weather's going to be nice there. It's going to be in the 80s both pretty much all weekend.
Oh, man. It sounds like this event thing is going to be out of control. So, okay, Jeff. So let me get this straight, right? You're going to get up at 3 a.m. You're going to get on the good old LaFontaine bus because we got the Madden bus, but this is the LaFontaine bus, right? We get on the LaFontaine bus.
Yeah.
You're cruising down. You're going to show up. You're basically how long is the road trip?
About 9 to 10 hours.
10 hours? Holy shit balls, man. So you get
it's
in the
a longer drive than going to Buffalo from here. Buffalo was a 9-hour ride.
Man.
And it's a boring ride.
So it's a 10-hour, but you already have what's the scenic stop that you're gonna stop at, man?
It's called the Delaware Gap. It's overlooking the Poconos in Pennsylvania. So we'll be stopping there. So it's like one of the top scenic routes on the way out there. So we're going to stop there for about 20 minutes to a half hour, relax for a little bit, and then back on the road.
Man.
But I will be doing shorts here and there throughout the entire road trip. So make sure your notifications are on for my channel because stuff will be dropping. What's up, Savage?
Hey, Jeff, whatever.
Well, I got a surprise for him. So remember that Raider belt? Not the Raider. Yeah, the fantasy football belt I won for his league.
Yeah,
it's already packed up. It's coming with us. It's going on a sightseeing tour through from here to there.
Hey, all I want to hear is I want a video of Raider Jeff with the belt, and I want that background song that goes like, "The champ is here, the champ is here." Walking through Canton with the belt. Oh man! Hey, so Arnie has a question for us, man. Well, he has a question for me. I'll ask you too, Jeff.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite late round sleeper in the draft?
You want me to take it first?
Go ahead.
I think the wide receiver out of Cincinnati, Jeff Caldwell. That could be a late pick. I know everybody wants us to take the kicker in the 7th round too. Zovan or Zadavan or Solwolf.
Yeah, the kid out of CMU. The guy that runs like a 4.4 and does all the stuff. I'd be like, maybe we can put him out there at receiver. We'll see what he can do, right? For me,
Savage, man, if the belt wasn't packed away, I'd have it on my shoulder right now just for you.
I hate you.
Hey, Raquel, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, so for me, oh man, late round pick. That's the thing, right? When you talk about a guy that you don't expect to do anything, that's the hard part. Like, I'm thinking, and for me, what's a late pick? Are we talking 4th round, 5th round? Is that later pick? Or are we talking 6th or 7th round, Jeff?
For me, I'm thinking 6th, 7th.
Ooh.
Is what I'm looking at when I think of a late round sleeper, like somebody. Perfect example is like somebody like Tom Brady picking the 6th. Nobody expected that. Brock Purdy, last pick in the entire draft. The guy's a starting quarterback in the NFL and has been for a few years now. You know, it's something like that is kind of like that sleeper. There's one other, and I'm only saying this because 805 mentioned it, and I went and watched what this kid is. Oh my God, the running back out of here he is, South Carolina. I had to look up his first name, Rashul Faison. Faison. Oh my God, that kid can run.
Oh my gosh! So for me, a guy that I think will be a late pick that actually will have a pretty decent career, that was actually higher up on the boards last year, is going to be Drew Allar, the kid from PSU. the Penn State University guy, the quarterback. I think he'll be a later pick, and I think that he's going to have a decent career. I think that he's either going to be a career backup, which there are those guys that are career backups, but again, we're talking about Drew Alar, which could be fifth, sixth round pick as a QB. For you to get that and get a backup QB position for a fifth or sixth rounder, I think that's pretty good. So I think Drew Alar, I think that injury kind of set him back this year, and I think he has a lot of growth and development to actually go when he gets into the league. That's why. Yeah. But yeah, man. So, Jeff, when you go to Canton, man, okay, first of all, you better just get on your knees and pray and just be like, to the almighty football gods that are just sitting inside, right? What is the one guy that you want to go see his bust, his face, the thing that, the biggest guy you want to see in there?
Al Davis. There's really three for me. It would be Al Davis in this order: Al Davis, John Madden, and then Howie Long. I'm going to get dragged to the Howie Long, even if we can't find it, because she's such a huge – she loves Howie Long. So if I don't get her to go and see Howie Long and take her picture standing next to it, the trip will be ruined. She'll lose her shit. So I definitely have to get her over to the Howie Long one to make her happy for sure. But I also want to see it too. So, but yeah, those are my big three. Al Davis, without question, is the one that I want to get to. And look at and experience seeing it for the first time. It'd be nice if it was broken down by teams instead of classes, because then I would just go to the Raider class, the Raider team, the Raiders section. Look at that. Look at everything about the Raider history that's in the Hall of Fame, and then fucking leave. So what do I care about? No, I'm kidding. I'm a fan of football itself, so I'm going to take the whole experience.
What a great experience, man. I mean, what a privilege to be able to go to Canton. Now, a lot of people never get a chance to even go to that trip, right?
Yeah.
You go to a lot of football games and stuff like that, but to say that you're going to go to Canton, Ohio, bro, very rare. So
have you been?
No, I've never been.
Oh.
Dude, never. Actually, I've never been in that part of the country yet. So I'm working on it. But let me ask you this, Jeff. When you get into Pittsburgh, you got a lot of events going on. What's the biggest event that you're looking forward to? I'll be meeting up with the fellas. What's the thing that you got marked up in your calendar that you're like, man, I really can't wait to do this part?
That's a tough question, because as much as I want to take in the whole draft experience and everything, I still think the biggest part of this trip is going to be Saturday when we go to the Hall of Fame. Because it's something that I've seen grow from that one building. Think about, a lot of people don't realize how small the Hall of Fame was at one point. If you look at it on Google Maps, or at the picture of it, that one round building with that looks like a football coming out of the top of it, that was the original building, and that was it. And then they've expanded, obviously, through the years, because they've added different attractions inside their videos, and so they have to have these bigger spaces, and they've just added on constantly since then. Supposedly, there's a construction going on right now too there, so they're adding now as we speak. So they've always added on, so it's just grown so much. Because like I said, when I was a kid, it was one round building. Shit, they used to do the Hall of Fame induction in front of that building, on the front steps, because it wasn't a huge deal like it has been over the last 20 plus years, where they have to go to the football stadium because there's so many people there, So, but I think just the overall experience of day one, getting as close to the stage as I can get, and being amongst other fans of other teams and interacting with them and talking to them. Because I'm going to do a lot of that. I'm going to do a lot of question and because I'll be live. I will be live during the draft. Either, before the draft starts, I'm going to try and talk to people and talk to fans of other teams and get their feeling for what their team's going to do, and ask them a question about us too. I mean, why not? We get the first pick. So, I mean, Might as well just ask them anyway, and then see what they want to say about their team. And just, it's a huge chance for me to grow my Friday night show too, because I've got a stack of these ready to go. I'm going to be handing these things out like candy, giving them out to people like, hey, come check me out on Friday nights. I talk all NFL teams, not just Raiders. So it's a good chance for me to kind of network too while I'm there. But there's going to be people I've been wanting to meet that I haven't yet that are going to be there. So I think it's just the overall experience of meeting new people, people that I've talked to, whether it be on the president's meetings, because I know there's a few coming out from the black hole, plus other people that have been in the chats. Like I'm going to get to sit there and talk with 805, Chris, Severe. All three of them are going to be there. Turf's going to be there. So there's 5 of us right there that are kind of like part of this circle of doing shows with the same guys in all the chats from all the different shows. So I'm looking forward to that too, is meeting up with them. So it's going to be a good time. Anthony's going to be there. I'll be hanging with Anthony and pretty much leaving.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not fucking babysitting though. Keep your head on straight, bitch.
Man, our boy Ant is everywhere. I mean, like everywhere. So when you go to
smoke, just this one.
When you go, Jeff, and you go to this event, right? Going to the draft, man, I never had that opportunity to go. I really that's one of the trips that I really want to take and do. Unfortunately, this year I didn't have the opportunity. But so you have waited. I think you've been a Raiders fan. You said since you were 5 or 8
5 years old.
Yeah.
So about 51 years I've been a fan.
So you've waited this long to go to a draft. This is your once in a lifetime opportunity to go. When you figured it out that you were going to go, how excited did that make you, man? I mean, to be able to say, man, finally after this long, I get to watch my team draft, and then for it to all fall with them getting the first pick, right? We get the first pick of the draft. People are going to say, yeah, we're the shittiest team. Yeah, I get it. But still, this is your opportunity to go to the draft and see your team draft. How does that all come together, man? And how does that make you feel inside, big fella?
I think before we even locked up the number 1, we were still in season. I had pretty much, Dawn and I had already talked. We had already figured we were going to go because of where it is. Initially, we were going to fly, but the airline prices are just ridiculous. But then once the season ended, thanks, my guy.
Thank you for the $2 holla, baby. We got a $2 holla from Predator. He says, gotta rep that travel brigade, baby. Let's fucking go.
So we had planned a while ago to go to this. The only thing I wish we had done sooner was book the hotel, because I wanted to stay close to the everything that's going on downtown. There's hotels right there. When we first started looking at it, the prices were about $500 a night. Then we went back again and started looking about a month and a half later. Dude, the prices were over $1,000 a night.
Yep.
For the cheapest. And they're even higher than that now. Well, they're all sold out now, but when they were still not sold out, they were up as high as $1,600 a night, which is why we're staying out by the airport, which is 30 minutes out of the city. So it's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap. And then the Uber prices are going to go up, because they're going to snag you there. So it's God damn. But yeah, we planned it early that we were going to go. This is definitely a bucket list thing for me. I'm nailing 3 things basically. I've never been to Pittsburgh. That's not really a bucket list thing, but going to the draft and going to the Hall of Fame. I can been there, done that. I've had opportunities when the draft used to be in New York City for years, and I never went. It was a much smaller scale because it wasn't like it is now. Now now the NFL makes it an event.
Yeah.
This is outside the Super Bowl. This is probably their next biggest event that they do. You think of how many hundreds of thousands of people flow through there in that 3 or 4 day time frame of the draft. You know, the amount of people that are there day one, and then different people come in day two, or it's the same people. That's still a lot of people. This is a big moneymaker for them because it's so commercialized now. With everything starts at prime time. The draft never used to start like that. Before, it used to be Saturday and Sunday all day long. When it was back in New York City. So now it's a bigger deal.
And that's what's so crazy, man. I'm like, you talk about the opportunity to go network with other fans, to go talk a little shit, shoot some shit, do all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy to see the amount of fans now that go to these events, to the draft. I mean, like, bro, it's another game. It's basically game like 20 something now of the season. And it's an event like that because you get fans from all 32 teams. It's not just going to be the Raiders fans. It's not just going to be like, hey, when you go to a stadium and you see, oh, we're playing the Cowboys, so that's all you see. It's going to be all 32 teams fans being represented. And that they all got their super fans. They all got their costume fans. They all got their podcasters. Is there a certain individual that you look forward to meeting that is from another team or anything like that?
Well, I did see the list come up. How did I see that? I think it was on a Facebook post. Somebody put up a list of the representatives from each team that's going to be announcing the draft picks for their teams. Who the hell was it? Oh, Matt Millen's ours. So he's announcing the picks this year for us. Jerome Bettis is doing, because Pittsburgh's got like 4 or 5 different guys doing theirs. They're going to rotate through. Jerome Bettis was one of them I saw on there. I'm trying to think of some of the other names I saw on there. I mean, I don't know who's going to be there as far as players other than that list that I saw, and I just can't remember who some of them were off the top of my head. Yeah, there you go. And that's the other thing. We're going to both experience this together, Anthony. So I'm psyched. I don't know. I don't know who else is going to be there. Because of where it is, it's going to be heavy Pittsburgh Steelers. So there's going to be. I'm sure there's going to be Steeler players meet and greets all over the joint. So like on the NFL fan zone side, it's probably going to be all Steelers over there representing because of this city. I mean, that's what I would expect. Just like I'm sure it was when it was in Vegas. When they had the draft there.
Yeah. So
I don't think there's a particular person I'm like, oh, I can't wait to meet, like a celebrity or a football player. If I meet one, I meet one. Who knows what I'm going to run into? I don't know.
Now, I'll tell you what. If I was to go to one of those events, the one person that I actually want to see and like just take a picture with, which is like just another regular fan, would be that guy Gilly, or that guy Gilly something from the Eagles. The guy that's always doing the weird dance and stuff like that. He's like a super fan for the Eagles, man. I have to show you. He just does this weird dance. I just think he's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
And I think I want to see guys like that, and it's cool. And you know what? Like, I hope that, I heard this rumor that sometimes they fill up spaces in that ring of circle, or that circle or something like that. I forget what it's called, but the inner circle, that's what they call it.
It's the inner circle.
If you get a chance to get to that inner circle, bro,
that's the goal. That's my goal right there is to get into that, because they don't want empty seats. Like when it's the Raiders pick, there's already people that they've allotted or they've slotted that are going to be in there, And like I had Levi came on with me on Friday night for a little bit, and we were talking about it, and he said some stuff too. What's up, Matt? And he said that they've already got select people to go into that section. But what happens is a lot of times there's still seats to fill, and that's when they'll grab, somebody like say myself and Dawn, we're walking around or whatever, and they spot you and they're like, "Hey, you guys want to go?" Hell yeah, I do. That's the whole reason I'm here. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. Let me sit up front. I don't care. But good luck getting me out of here once I'm in there, though, because I'm not going to want to come out. But it's just like when you watch the award shows, like the Grammys or the Oscars. They got seat fillers. So if one of the actors or actresses gets up to go take a piss or whatever, a guy or girl go and sit down and, they're all dressed up. They just sit there until they come back,
Hey, 805 in the building, baby. He says, what you talking about, Willis?
What's up, 805?
Just in the inner circle. What up, fellas? Hey, and this is the first time you're meeting 805 as well, huh?
Yeah. Well, 805, Severe, Chris. I met Turf when he came here for the New England game, but we didn't really get a chance to talk. I actually didn't even know he was there. I bumped into him at the Brockton thing, and then we just never got a chance to talk at all. So this would be a chance to actually interact with them all and actually, talk to them face to face, where we've got time to, to talk it up and shit and have some fun too.
Well, and the best
I'm
thing
looking forward to that.
I'll be like, at that time in the season, man, everything is fresh. Everything that you're talking about, when you see the draft picks come up, then you're going to be like, hey, for me, what's interesting, we know who we probably are taking at 1. It's going to be the fallout after that. It's like, who's going to get drafted? Who's the opportunity that we're going to have at 36? Are we going to move back up into that later first round? What are we going to do? That's where it gets interesting, right? Because the first round pick is kind of like, we kind of already know. Yeah,
fortunately. But yeah, like that night, like at the end of night 1, if we're all together, we're already going to start talking. I mean, even prior to that, if we're all together, we're going to start talking about looking at who's still there when it gets to 36. We'll have a pretty good idea probably of the direction that we could possibly go, because you already know what's left. It's already been, the top, at that point, say the top 28 have already been removed. So now it narrows it down as to what we think could still be there for us. That's going to be the direction we go in, or we could get a surprise on day 2 where we trade out of that 36 pick and we move back and, pick up some extra second rounders possibly. Who knows? It's endless what could happen. Nobody has a clue. Only ones that know what they're doing are the guys that are sitting in Vegas right now in that brand new shiny war room they made.
Hey, Afrocasi says, I could see us trading back into the first round while Jeff's taking a trip.
And that's the luck I have. That's exactly what will happen. I guarantee it. They'll come up with the trade, and he'll already have the draft pick in his hand type of thing, and I'll never make it back in time.
You're like, hey, I'll tell you like this, Jeff. I've been to a couple games, bro, where I go take a piss, and when I'm taking the piss is where, like, you hear the stuff over the radio inside, and everything good's going, and you're like, you're in there yelling. Yeah.
What's up, 98?
Oh, man. But so if we do, man, like, let's say, Jeff, you said it, we have that opportunity, and I'm there with you at 36. I really think 36 is interesting for the Raiders, because I do think that we can trade back and get a certain group of quality players if we don't trade back too far. Yeah. Or we can trade up if we really are interested in a guy, because we do have those capabilities. And that's where, like, the draft is going to get interesting. And you go back for day 2, right? It's only the first round that you get to see day 1. So you go back for day 2. What time do you plan on going back to day 2 and all that?
We're going to probably, I'm sure it'll thin out a little bit. So there probably won't be as many people there on day 2. So on day 2, we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing earlier in the day, because round 2 doesn't start until, I think, same time, like 8 o'clock at night or something like that. No, 6 maybe. But we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing. The thought process for us was to take the tram up to the top of what they call their Mount Washington that overlooks the entire city. It's like a real scenic thing and everything. So we plan on doing that. I haven't talked to Anthony about that yet, if they want in on it or not. No.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Anthony is big into the aquarium and into the zoo. So if you got the aquarium on your list, I guarantee you know the aquarium.
Fuck the zoo. We're going to be at the draft. There's going to be, trust me, there's going to be plenty of characters around me. He's going to fit right in if he wears that vagina mask. So he's all set. I had to say it. What's up, Bakes a lot? But we definitely plan on going day 2. It's just we're not going to.
He says, I go where Jeff goes.
I'm going to fight the crowd, basically. I may hang back a little bit. All right, so then I guess you're coming with us then. We're taking a train ride. We're going up a mountain. But yeah, we'll definitely be there day 2 for sure. You know. See, the thing is, I always look at it this way. Like, the first round's great because usually you only have one pick, so you're one and done wherever you pick. What do you say?
Vagina mask freaking donuts.
I wish I had a picture. I'd put it up right now so everybody can see what it looks like. But day two and 3, like second round, third round, and the fourth round, that's kind of going to be like the meat and potatoes of this draft. You know, that's where the talent's all. I think that's where you're going to find those gems. You know, we didn't find them last year, to be honest with you. I thought we did with Grant and Rogers, but they never got a chance to fully develop and get out there to show what they had during the season until very late. So I think we can do some damage in the second, third round, and possibly some of the fourth, because some of these guys are going to fall. There's no two ways about it. Some guys are going to fall into the second and possibly into the third round. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do. So I think we're going to still get some of our better players, depending on how we handle it, is what it comes down to. I think anything we pick after Mendoza is going to be better than Mendoza anyway. So, because these are guys that are probably going to contribute right away. Mendoza's not contributing for a while.
So what is? I feel like I'm gonna need to get a couple miles.
There you go. Just go. Anthony, where'd you buy that mask? Just put. Here's the web address where you bought it from. He'll never wear that thing.
We're gonna have a gang of predators hanging out. It's gonna be the Predator and his pussy.
They're gonna show up tomorrow and like, you guys coming? Nope, fuck you. I'm not going with you.
Predator and his posse, bro, is gonna be in KC. Y'all better be ready, KC, because it's gonna be Prederated. Windows of compute. But so.
Yeah.
Jeff, I'll say it like this. You said it in the third and the fourth round that they're going to have a lot of depth, a lot of guys there, right?
Yeah.
And this is where I think you're correct. Man, people go like at the very, very top of the draft. Like there's all this like uncertainty, right? Because we don't know who's the definite number one. It's not clear cut. Some people will say it is. Some people will say it's not. But to say that this draft isn't what the fuck custom made?
I saw that.
I had to stop the thought. That's custom made from Jeff's but so it's a deep draft. You're going to be able to get a lot of good players in those later rounds in order to add depth to your team. So when people go like, oh, you know, this draft isn't as talented as the other next year's draft, I question that, Jeff, because you can get a lot of quality players in the second round, the third round, the fourth round. Hell, some of them might even slip into the fifth.
I think the one you're gonna see fall the farthest is going to be Banks.
Yeah,
I mean, because I don't know. I mean, mock drafts are mock drafts. I mean, it's a crapshoot what you get there, but I've seen a lot of them that I've done in the last few days, and he's dropped as far back as like late third. And some, it's crazy how far he's fallen, but we'll see. Someone will take a chance on him. So someone that's in the position that they could take a chance. Like we're not in a position to take a chance on a guy. You know,
No, I don't want to have no more
we
injured
need
guys,
that
bro.
we don't have to war. You know, we need to draft guys that are not question marks. You know, a team like the Eagles, maybe. You know, with the way they draft, I mean, you could see them taking a chance on him.
Hey, Big Luck just hit
Yeah.
it, bro. The Browns.
I mean, the
will-
Browns stink as it is. It won't make a difference to them because they're never going to get better. It seems, no matter what they do. I'm so. But somebody like the Eagles, like a couple of years ago, they could take a flyer on certain guys. You know, they had that ability. You know, they still could this year too. They could take a flyer on him because they've got the coaching staff. They've got the pedigree on the defensive side. You know, yeah, but I don't know if he's worth the risk for us. I mean, we're not in a position where if he doesn't work out, we just got another Tyree Wilson on our hands. That's what I'm worried about. You know, we took a chance on a guy that we never should have drafted, and here we are, still talking about, oh, when's he going to show up? I know somebody said in the chat earlier, watch, Tyree will be the first one to get his goddamn shield.
Here's my thing with Banks, right? It didn't work the first time with Tyree. Why is it going to work the second time? I'll be like, are we really, like you said, in a position to take a shot on an injured player? Are we really in a position to be like, hey, because this kid is not going to fall past the fourth round. I don't think Banks will fall past the fourth. I think somebody's going to take a shot at him, you know, maybe fifth round. I don't think he'll fall past the fifth. I think that like that's kind of like fourth, fifth is going to kind of be his area. But to say, hey, I'm going to take a second or third round shot on that kid, Jeff, those are starters. Those are absolute starters. First, second, and third round, absolutely cannot take a risk on that kid. Now, if he falls to the fifth or the sixth round, okay. I could see a little something there. But to say, hey, we're going to take a shot in the first 3 to 4 rounds, I don't know. I'm like, especially with the Tyree Wilson situation that we've had.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask it like this. So you've got Caleb Banks, right? He's on the board still. And so is Big Citrus, Dominique Orange from Iowa, right?
I'm taking Big Citrus because doesn't, because his injuries are not like, you know what I mean? I mean, like his clean health sheet. I get the production and I get all the other things that the kid has, but the injury is worrisome. And for an organization that's rebuilding, for an organization that just did this 2 to 3 years ago, to take another shot on another injured player, bro, you better hit. Because if you don't hit, you could hit the rest of the draft, and people are going to say, that one pick, why did you pick that guy? And especially in the third round.
Mm-hmm. If I had to choose between the two, and they're both still there at a point, like say that the only D tackles available, like they're the next two available, and we're looking for a D tackle at this point, I agree with you. I would think I would take Big Citrus at that point because he comes with no question marks. Like there's no injury issue right now. The other thing hanging over Banks still is that because is he the one with the accident or was it Bailey?
I think it's Banks.
I always get these two confused when it comes to that. I can't.
Banks. I think it's Banks. Says Tyree plays a different position than Banks. Banks is a big body.
No, it is Banks. You're right. It is Banks. I don't know why I'm thinking Bailey. Bailey's not even the same position. Oh, it was Bain? It was Ruben Bain, right?
No, Ruben Bain had the thing where he had something else.
Is that Bain? think it was Ruben Bain now that he said that. I think so. I think it was. I got to double check this because I don't want to be wrong. Because I always get these two confused. Yeah, it is. It is Bain. It is.
Oh shit! Check it out. Hey, so the Predator just sent me a picture. He got his T-shirt now. Get your Predator T-shirts.
Yeah, it was Bain. He is right. Banks is just a foot injury thing, I believe it is.
Yep.
That's what it is. What's up, Dave?
No question.
Yeah, Bain is the one. Yeah, John Souza said it too.
Oh, James Firpo, where is the Raiders chant? Jeff, give them the Raiders chant. Videos. Oh, there it is.
Raiders.
Oh, Big Paul, we got you too, bro.
Raiders.
Jeff, how many times do you expect to hear that when you get into Pittsburgh? I'd be like, anytime you see a Raiders fan, it's like the mating call.
Yeah, I don't know how many are going to be there, though. I mean, I know that there's going to be a lot there, but how? I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure I'll hear it enough, but not like I would at. Like if we were going to a game playing against another team, then it's just our team, their team, our fans, their fans. Yeah, you're going to hear it a hell of a lot more there. This here is going to be a little bit different because you're mixed with 31 other team fan bases. So you may not hear it as much. I'm sure we're still going to hear it. You know, when it's our pick, oh, hell yeah, I'm sure you're going to hear that as loud as can be at that point. You know, but we'll see. I don't think you're going to hear it as much as you think. It's going to be super fucking loud in there, though, too. I can only imagine.
Hey, Big Luck just said 805's chance going to be trade back. Trade back.
I'm gonna put a sign on my hat with the team trade back. Trade the number one pick. If I could bring a sign in there, I would, but I don't even think they allow that. I can't even bring my selfie stick in there. I can bring the gimbal, but that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Strict rules, huh?
Yeah, you can't bring in anything that resembles the club. I will tell you this: that selfie stick with the foam clamp on the end, because it's metal. It's not a plastic cheesy one. I went out and bought a nice metal screw-in one.
Yeah.
You know, where it tightens up just like a fucking vice clamp. If I take a swing at somebody with that, I'll knock them the fuck out. That thing weighs a ton. And I'm talking like in its collapse size. It's about that long, and that handle is solid. If I grab that handle and it's like hitting you with a hammer. So anybody comes around me to fuck around, they're gonna catch that right in the fucking noggin. So
hey, you heard that? Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, no, stay away from me.
Oh man.
Well, and and that's the one thing that out of everything that we're gonna do this weekend, my number one priority is Dawn and her safety. You know, I have to watch out for her 100%. You know, she's going to be the biggest person that I have to worry about. You know, I don't worry about myself. What happens to me happens to me, but I got to keep her safe. You know, so my head has to be on the swivel, and that's where that situational awareness. You know, because I don't like big crowds. I'm not a big crowd fan. You know, I don't know if that's the firefighter in me coming out. It's like, you know, I go somewhere and there's a lot of people. First thing I do is I'm looking for where's the quickest way out, exit wise. You know, what's going to get me out of here going away from where everybody else is going to go. You know, so because everybody has that tendency, they're going to go the way they came in. Well, I'm going the other way because there's going to be less people going that way while the whole herd goes that way. So yeah, that's the shit I have to worry about.
Well, hey.
It's first safety first and foremost.
Big luck
I
says
don't know
no
who's going to be
worries.
around me. I might not be with 805 and those guys, for a chunk of the time. I'll have Anthony there, and Christine's going to be there too with us. So,
that's all you need.
At least we've got each other. Thank God.
You just got a Predator. That's all you need. Yeah. Get a Predator with you, and you're
have his mask on. It'll scare people away. They're like, "Oh, what the hell is that?"
Hey,
I know, brother. I know you do.
805's already talking trade back. He's already given the chat. Hey, big luck saying Jeff's walking around with the Billy Club, no problem, man. Guaranteed protection. Jeff grabbing that handle and feeling like he got hit with the hammer. Predator out here, I got your back, Jeff. We will be good, brother. And he's not lying, bro. Anthony will fight anybody.
He reminds me, like, he gets into a fight. He's like one of them little spider monkeys where he's just climbing all up on people and just like, because he's such a wiry little dude,
Oh,
him and I standing next to each other, we look like the number 10.
Oh shit! I said next to him will be the number 10.
What's up, Brandon? Dennis?
Wait a minute. What are the
it could be a possibility. We've got a few fourth round picks. We got how many third? We got 1 or 2.
We got 10 picks, man. And we got 10 picks this draft. I think we got 6 in the first. I think we got 6 in the first 4.
So, because I think we got 3 in the 4th, and then 1 third, 1 second, and the 1 first.
That's why I said we got 6 in the top 4.
See, we wouldn't have to trade back into the first round if we would just trade the first round pick, move back a few slots, grab that second first round pick from either the Browns or the Jets. I think the Cardinals have 2 picks in the first, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
The Cowboys have 2 picks in the first.
We wouldn't have to trade back into the first round. We'd already be in it with 2 picks. We get our quarterback that everybody thinks is going to be the guy. We could do something different. Shore up that deep. Get what you want at offensive tackle. You want to get a tackle, or go for it. There you go. You want to get that wide receiver? Go for it. There you go. Want to get that safety? Go for it. There you go.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So Cool Kev says they shortened the time in the first round. Cool Kev, they shortened the time in every round. They're speeding up the draft. They're making sure that this stays engaging. Nobody likes to be there.
The first round's cut in half. It went from 15 to 8.
8.
That's a big jump. That's a huge jump. Because I know, what is it? The 6th, was it the 5th, 6th, and 7th are like 2-minute rounds?
Yep.
Did they cut that back? What did they cut that back down to? A minute?
Like a minute.
Man, you better be ready. I could see a lot of teams getting passed over.
I can see a lot of teams.
The Vikings deal happening again.
Yeah, I can see a lot of teams in that later rounds, man, making a mistake or like not putting in their name and time, or something like that. I think that
put the wrong name on, like we did.
Yep. Or you know what? Or making a lot of moves because they have to make trades in order to like avoid that like time period thing. So it's going to be a lot of movement, I think.
I think the way it goes is like, say, for instance, we're on the clock, so we've got 8 minutes with that number 1 pick. If we make a trade and now say the Jets are now on the clock, I don't think the Jets get the remainder of the time. I think they get the full 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But you already know if they're moving up to number 1, they've already know who they're going to take. So that's still going to go fast. So so let's say it's later in the draft, the first round, and say the Cowboys trade with someone else and they trade from 12 to 15. Whoever moves up to 12, I think they get a full 8 minute to make that selection. No, I don't know. I'd have to look up the rules. That's what I would think, that they would get that full time allotment to make that pick. Because what if another team says, hey, we'll trade with you and we'll give you this, you know what I mean? Because to just have so if the Cowboys, it takes them 5 minutes to confirm the trade. Now that team that moved up only has 3 minutes, and if someone else calls,
you better already have that name pumped in there. You already basically you're making that
no one else calls up with a better offer.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. I'm like, that's kind of interesting, man. And I'm like, we'll see what happens, I guess, in the later part of this draft and see how that affects the draft this year. But hey, Jeff, we said that we got to get you out of here early today. So let's go on to the Raider events that we got going on for this week. So that way we can get you some sleep, bro. So that way you can get up at that 3 a.m. buso and start headed down. All right, man. The first event we got is the TMBC draft party. Guys, if you guys are in LA, this is going to be in Montbello at 886 North Garfield Ave at Hole in One. Make sure that if you guys get that opportunity to go down there and check them out, hit them up. The good people, always good time, man. Next, we got here. Oh, is this which draft party is this, Jeff? Oh, this draft party is San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, I'll get that banner off so you can see the whole thing.
Yeah. We got TBH San Antonio at the Broadway. You got 50-50, you got burgers, you got cocktails, you got live music, baby, and you got some electric Raiders fans. You'll see Big Luck in the building probably because that's where he's from. So make sure that you guys stop by. It's going to be April 23rd starting 7 p.m. It says Central Standard Time, 50-50 Broadway, San Antonio, Texas, baby. Then we got, let's see here. Oh, nope, not that one.
Oh, let me get the other ones out of here so they're gone.
Yeah. Oh, wait, meet and greet. We got shenanigans up there in Sacramento, baby. Make sure that you hit up our boy, Raider Chavez. You hit up our boy, Izzy. They are having a draft party with Bill motherfucking Romanowski.
I'm jealous.
Hey, talking about an intimidating draft party, bro. A guy that just brought the juice every day, both literally and figuratively. Because I mean, like, hey, I'll tell you like this, man. I would just have so many questions for him because of the level of intensity that he brought to the game. That I kind of would like to see him after the game and see like how he is in real person, right? Because everybody thinks like this guy's a real like a-hole, you know, because like the way that he played. So I'll be like, dude, I would like to see the way that he is and just check it out. And also, guys, we don't have the flyer up yet for this one, but it's going to be the TBH party down there in Las Vegas. Make sure that you check it out. It's going to be right above Chaos. Chaos is going to be going. They're going to have the TBH party at the Ghost Bar at the Palms. Make sure you go check it out. Make sure you go hang out with the family. And let me see here.
He might.
What's up, brother?
Cool Kev does is Romo bringing his pill box to the meet and greet.
He might be, bro. He might be. You never know.
A big tackle box full of pills.
Yo, but other than that, do we got anything else, Jeff?
Did you put Leo's up already?
Oh, let me see. Hey, Jeff, can you pull those up? For some reason, my Instagram's messing up on my computer.
This one here, right here. This is Leo's.
Oh, that's Leo's right there?
Yeah. So anybody that's in the area of Camarillo, our very own Leo Cheeto Linus is going to be at this one. He's emceeing it, basically doing basically kind of running this one.
Yeah.
So it's Thursday, April 23rd at Ruby's. So it starts at 4 p.m. until the draft ends. They got raffles, giveaways, team apparel, jerseys, hats, and more. Food, drink specials. Tri-tip is featured on the menu. He will have the Mendoza shirts there that he's been selling. So he will have those. Thank you, my man, Predator.
The Predator giving out all sorts of goodies today, man.
Yeah,
Gets
man.
out a membership. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if anybody's in that area, go check out Leo at that show, and don't forget, get your picture taken with them. And he said that if you send the picture to Will or myself, we'll make sure. And he said he would do something with a giveaway for it.
So, hey, this is the deal, guys. If you guys see Leo at the event, you take a picture with Leo, you tag us, and you let us know that you took a picture with Leo, and Leo's going to put you into a random drawing where he's going to have his shirts, and he's going to send you a shirt and see if you guys can't win one. Hey, it's an easy way to win a shirt, man. Make sure that you guys go out to Camarillo, Ruby's Mexican Food and Tequila Bar. Our boy Leo's going to be doing a live stream there. He's going to be doing all sorts of interviews, engaging with the fans. You're going to have Andy's Raider merch, so that way you can vest up and get some quality Raiders merch. All right. Make sure, guys, that if you guys do get Raiders merch, you guys go out there and get it from the guys that are doing the hard work and put in quality work and time into their products, guys. So, hey, Jeff, you got anything else, brother?
Just a couple of things. One, I just gifted 20 members on my channel too, as a special thank you to everybody that's been with me all this time. Will be with me over the weekend. I will be going live throughout the entire process. So again, make sure you guys, if you're subscribed to my channel, make sure the notification's on. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Hit the notifications. And make sure that way there when I drop any of my short videos or if I go live, you'll know. I will. I'm going to ask a favor of my moderators, though, because I'm going to be live on my phone. I'm not going to be able to control as much. So I'm just going to ask if you guys are in the chat when I'm live, just do me a favor. And anybody that comes in cheering for another team or whatever, don't kick them. Just let them be, please, because I do have fans of other teams that do watch me. But just help keep an eye on the chat for me that week or this weekend, as far as like someone coming in and being real vulgar and bullshit. So make sure, please, just help me out this weekend. I will have a backup phone. My wife will have her phone with her. So if for some reason my stream goes down, I'll be right back up using her phone until I get mine figured out. We're going to have hers tied up as a hotspot also if need be, if the bandwidth is a little low. I told you, dude, I prepared for everything.
Jeff is ready to go, guys. What he's telling you guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe on all 3 of our YouTube pages right here because you want to be engaged for the draft. I'm going to be live streaming the draft with Jay Raider. We're going to have a bunch of live stream action. You're going to see. I may be
popping in there, too, at some point, too. Yeah, so
you'll see our boy Raider Jeff pop in live from time to time. Hey, guys, so make sure you wipe them feet.
Thanks, Kev.
You hit that like and subscribe button, man. You hit that little bell. So that way, when we go live, you guys are going to get that like little ding, 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 baby, and see what we're doing, man. It's going to be an engaging time for Raider Nation. Raider Nation, you should be excited. I'll tell you guys right now, the future is now. Things are changing. So stay tuned, man, and stay engaged. At the end of the day, it's all about one nation, man. It's all about one team. It's all about the Raiders, motherfuckers. So, hey, Jeff, I'm excited for you, bro. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. And, bro, I'm going to be engaged. I'm gonna make sure that I'm going to be watching every single thing that you pop out, man. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. And I get to do it with my boy Anthony, so I haven't seen him since September, so it'll be cool to see.
Predator.
Yeah,
hey, man. Have a good time. It's always a good time with the Predator, man.
What's up, Leo? What's up, Sal?
Oh, man, we got Leo in the house. Guys, make sure that if you guys see Leo at any of his events, man, take that picture with them, tag us in it, so that way you guys can get in that shirt, man, and get into that drawing. But, hey, guys, until next week, thank you guys so much for listening in and logging in. We appreciate it, man. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe button on all 3. We got Cheeto Linus. We got the Silver and Black Radio podcast. We got 401 Raider Jeff. And we'll see you guys next week, baby.
I'll see you all tomorrow at some point.
No
Stay
doubt.
safe. Go Raiders.
Raiders!